Hey everyone, happy Saturday. I just got back from the gym. Current location, couch. And I put out a TikTok video a few days ago. That's a lie. Yesterday, asking my followers to ask any questions they may have for me. Right here, I have them written down. I believe it's 9 questions. And in this video, I'm just going to be answering everything you guys asked me. I'm very grateful that I have 9 questions to answer. I was kind of worried I would only get 1 or 2 comments. So yeah, that's awesome. We're just gonna start off the bat. First question: what's your favorite workout on days you don't feel like going to the gym? This is from Ashlyn. So my favorite workout on days I don't feel like going to the gym. I really have 2 things. The thing I usually default to or prefer, if I don't feel like the gym that day, I'll go in and I'll do cardio for an hour, zone 2, which if you don't know zone 2, I can explain that to you. I can just run it down right now. So take 180 minus your age. For me being 26, that gives me 154. For zone 2 training, I do not want to exceed 154 beats per minute. This is just a really easy form of training. This is where you get a whole host of benefits. I'm not going to really go into zone 2 training right here, but yeah, I'll do an hour of cardio, really, really light zone 2. Zone 2 is very easy, so to speak, to where all you have to do is put in the time. You know, it's not like you're going to be out of breath. Zone 2 is a conversational pace where you could keep up a conversation the entire time you're working out. This way, you're still getting cardio in, which is extremely healthy for your heart. Yeah, doing a lot of things. My second thing, if I'm really focusing on still lifting weights and building muscle, I will simply go into the gym, go to the 2 or 3 machines or exercises I absolutely love the most, even if they aren't conducive to each other or go together very well. It doesn't matter. Say I go in, I just want to do some pull-ups. I'll start out with some pull-ups. I'll go to a random leg machine I really like. I'll do that. I'll go to a shoulder press machine, crank out some reps of that. Doing something is better than doing nothing. Even if you go, sometimes it's just going in there that's important. You're building the habit. It's sometimes just showing up is all that matters. Even if it's not a super effective workout or very useful, as long as you show up and do something, that's really all that matters. That was a good question. Second question from Michaela: how do you find the motivation to work out and get that many steps in a day? That's another good question. How do I find the motivation? The motivation is, I've talked about this before, the motivation is not always there. Motivation, I forget where I heard this, but it's not an original thought. Motivation is like a friend who rarely shows up. They'll call you out of the blue, ignore all your texts, and randomly show up. Motivation comes and goes. You can't rely on motivation. What I rely on is discipline. I told myself I have a goal, 10,000 steps a day. Under no circumstances whatsoever am I going to break that promise to myself that I made. It's 10,000 steps, that's a little over an hour of walking a day. I can't do that. Who can't do that for themselves? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to whoever you believe puts you on this earth to treat your body with the most respect you can. That's simply for the steps. Motivation to work out, that's simply just discipline as well. And I truly believe this with working out. You should find something you love. It's because if you absolutely hate lifting weights, maybe you'll go for a month, maybe 2 months even. You won't last forever. I'm going on almost a year now, and yeah, I wouldn't have shown up every day if I didn't genuinely like this. And I think a big part of that is picking exercises that you really enjoy. If lifting weights isn't your thing, that's totally fine. Do you like playing tennis? Do you like swimming? Do you like hiking? Do you like climbing mountains? Anything that moves your body is good for you. Anything besides instant gratification, it's very bad. Thanks, Michaela. Question number 3. What was the hardest part about starting your fitness journey? This is from Apple user and a bunch of numbers. The hardest part about starting my fitness journey. I think that would be a few things. When I began, I had extreme body dysmorphia. I had developed a binge eating disorder in prison that I didn't overcome until 2 or 3 months after I came home. Lots of difficulty looking in the mirror and resenting what I saw, which is extremely unhealthy. I lost my weight at the beginning by basically starving myself. I would eat 1,500 calories a day, which is a way too big of a deficit. I recommend taking 500 calories off, 300 to 500 calories off of your maintenance if you want to lose weight. Do not do a drastic thing like I did. It's not healthy at all for you. It's very damaging to your body. The hard part about it, not seeing results at first. It makes you want to give up. You're finding the groove, finding out what you like. Maybe you just don't really know what's going to work for you. For me, when I injured or tore a tendon right here, I couldn't lift weights anymore, so I began to run, and I discovered running, and then from there it was all over for me because I instantly fell in love with it, and it's something that I looked forward to do every day. There's nothing that makes me feel as good as running. It's awesome. Thank you. Question number 4. Can you walk through what I eat in a day and how you balance diet and working out? This is a very, very good question. What I eat in a day. So when I began, and I think this is very important for anyone trying to lose weight, when I began, I tracked calories. I weighed the portions of meat, to a point where now I can kind of visualize the calorie content of things. I think understanding how many calories you're consuming is extremely important, but not to go overboard with it. When I began tracking, I became over obsessive. I would count every single calorie. If I got to my maintenance, I would not eat over no matter what, and it becomes extremely unhealthy. You should not let, I got this from Higher Up Wellness, you should not let an inanimate object dictate your emotions like that. That is fucking ridiculous. So, at first, I focused on eating a lot of protein, but I worried about exactly how many calories I was eating, and it drove me crazy to the point where I'd end up binging. Finally, I got some advice, like I just said, from Higher Up Wellness, and this is what I would recommend, and this is what I do now. I'm conscious, the camera cut out, like I was saying, I'm conscious about what I put into my body, but I don't tell myself no. If I want to eat, and this is also why I don't have cheat days. If I want to eat something, I eat it. It's as simple as that. I know my maintenance calories. You should find your maintenance. Eat around your maintenance. That's what I would recommend. If you're trying to lose weight, go 300 to 500 calories under your maintenance. That's a very effective way to lose weight. So for me, I try to eat 200 grams of protein a day. If you eat mostly protein meals, you will be very satiated. Protein is the most satiating macronutrient out of the 3, and you will be just more full. You'll feel fuller. It's very hard to overeat and gain weight if you're eating whole, real foods. Now, if you're eating packaged Little Debbie stuff all day, that's a completely different story. But it's very hard to overeat steak, vegetables, potatoes. Yeah, you need to focus on protein, and you need to hit your protein goal every single day, and that's extremely important if you're trying to lose weight. Even more so if you're trying to lose weight, you need to be hitting your protein goal. How I balance diet and working out. I used to say I ran a certain amount of miles. I would try to figure out how many calories that was so I could go and eat that. That's the stupidest thing ever. You should just eat when you're hungry. If I want to go over there and have that scone, I'll go have it. That's the thing. I feel like I have such a good diet because I don't restrict myself. If I want to eat a piece of cake, I'll go eat a piece of cake. This prevents me from going back to what I developed in prison, which was a binge eating disorder, and that's one of the worst things I've ever been through in my entire life. I would eat until I was sick, and it was terrible. Luckily, I haven't done that in 6 or 7 months, so yeah, I think this is the way. You just don't give food all that power. It's just food. I actually sometimes have the problem where I'm not eating enough. I'm sometimes in a deficit when I'm trying to build muscle, which isn't a good thing because I eat what I want. And actually it's gotten to a point where this is crazy because I never thought it would be like this. I bought some Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows the other day. I had a bowl. I got a headache because of all the sugar in it. And I tried eating it again the next day, and I was like just kind of repulsed by it. My favorite cereals are Raisin Bran and like Corn Flakes and Cheerios, and I never in my life would have thought that I'd be like, oh, too much sugar. That's crazy. So like, I guess my body just, I don't know. Eating real stuff is so important. It makes you feel magnitudes better. Eat real whole foods. Something that came out of the earth or something that had a mom and dad. Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Apple user. Question number 5. Favorite upper body workout at the gym? By far, bench press. I fell in love with bench press, and it's my favorite. Number 2, honorable mention, pull-ups. And number 3, shoulder press. You got 3 for 1 there. Question 6, I guess. How do you get involved in the Charlotte Run Club? From NC Boy 10. You just show up. They have Instagram, Morning Mile CLT. You just show up Thursday, 6 a.m. It's all amazing people. I highly recommend it. That got me socializing because I'm very naturally, I don't know. I have a hard time making friends, I guess. I don't know. Okay. Beginner lifting video for someone that has no idea. From Murphy. I don't like recording in the gym really, but I guess I can do that. My advice to beginner lifters, go in and just try all the machines. Go on YouTube, look up like Will Tennyson. He's who I watch to like learn how to do the stuff. I mean, there's all sorts of resources on YouTube, and yeah. If you just go in, no one's going to be looking at you, no one's judging you. Everyone's too worried about themselves, I promise you. All right, from Rob. Being that you are only 26, parentheses, granted you are doing amazing work, close parentheses, how do you handle situations or questions that you may not have a clue about from followers? To be honest, I haven't received questions like that yet, so I haven't experienced that problem, but I would never talk about something that I don't have personal experience with. I think that's extremely unproductive. Thank you. Harold, how can I get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight? Lots of meals, question mark, or how should I supplement to reach the 200 gram goal? For me personally, I eat a pound of meat a day, whether that's chicken, beef, at least a pound. That's close to 100 grams of protein right there. I supplement with protein shakes, and I'm just conscious of the protein in different things that I eat. if you're not, I just aim for 60, at least like 60 grams of protein per meal, really. And if I'm not there, to be honest, I'll just add a protein shake in. And if I hit my 60 gram a meal goal, I'm golden. So that's what I would recommend. The timing of meals isn't very important. It's more the fact that you're reaching your goal every day. Timing of meals and all that stuff, that is in the list of importance of how important stuff is, that's really near the bottom. And that has been it. That is all the questions. Yeah, I want to say thanks for watching. If you're still watching, I appreciate all the followers, all the support. This blows my mind. I'm about to have 2,000 followers the same month we hit 1,000. So 10K coming soon. And I'll try to do this weekly at least. Some sort of long format or longish format YouTube video. I appreciate you watching again. Thank you.